Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, ¿y tú? Oh. I'm sorry for the short stream on Tuesday. I got a little emotional there at the end, and I was like, I gotta stop before other stuff happens. Anywho, we're gonna do some side quests and work on some bounties and stuff today. If we get that done in a decent amount of time, then we'll end up getting back to main story stuff. I kind of want to just get it as completed as possible because I don't think I'm gonna get all the achievements. I'm at like 22 of the achievements out of 50, and I'm 71% of the way through the game. So we'll see about that. Anywho, um, yeah, we're 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 gonna get back to playing some Final Fantasy. I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope you guys are doing good today. Sorry, no stream yesterday. I was being an adult and doing adult things like laundry and cleaning and stuff. So I didn't get up. Anyway, here we are. Here we are. I have noticed that my game volume is quite a bit lower than me on this specific game. So I'm going to turn it up just a hair. And hopefully it's not too damn loud.
Mother, save us. Might be hard now there's only one.
Then we're all doomed.
Also, I need to turn the brightness up on the... video. There we go. So, I believe we have picked up all of the... we've picked up all of the quests. I think I can go turn in Weird Science. Or maybe not. No, because that's the quest board. Okay, so. We'll do Weird Science when we start doing bounties. I don't know why I'm going down. I'll be 100% honest. I don't know why I'm going down. I can just use the map. I can just use the map. Okay, so we have quests to do here. Quests to do here. Quests to do here. And quests to do here. Let's go to Boklad. Because Boklad will be able to... Here in Boklad... be able to get these 3 quests here done. 4 quests. 3, 4. There's 3 quests. And we can bust those out. We still need to find the Cattery. There it is, to the left. Honestly, I'm thinking it's over here, but we can't go those places. We can't go in these places where the rest of this game is. I don't know where the Cattery is. There it is! There's the Cattery! Right there. Ooh. Okay. We need to go over here for blacksmith blues anyways, so that's fine. Cool. Well, we found where one of the bounties is. That's good, at least. Where the hell am I? Here we are. Let's go up here. That's probably the best place to start.
Please. Piece of fruit.
Just a bread. Anything. Butcher!
Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me. What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Barcloud clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from Sanbreque, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. Or rather we did, till not so long ago. These are lean times, and even Barcloud isn't the bustling trading post it once was. Still, there's no point dwelling on it. Better to live life while you can, eh? And on that note, it sounds like there's a cup of wine needing my attention.
Time to pack up.
You'll buy
Get some wine.
You've raised the price.
I showed you my pass. What more do you want from me?
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
No one's making for the refugee camps anymore. Not after what happened in the Dominion. Meaning, they linger here instead. I spend more of my days moving beggars along than I do manning these gates. What gets to me are the gangs that prey on the poor sods. As if they haven't suffered enough. Some days you can't help but wonder what the world's coming to. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
I haven't sold
Wine
anything in
never
days.
sounds good. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them lie to you.
Please. A piece of fruit.
Who needs a porter when there's no...
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotan 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Look at me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from Sanbreque.
From the Empire to Barcloud. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route at the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across.
Great.
Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Righty.
Do you have any fresh water?
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, That wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right.
Or brooding
I'd better
swordsmen.
prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside. A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the three pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous and many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
Quest complete. Ash,
Do you have
welcome
any fresh water?
in. How you doing, buddy? Countdown to Friday, yeah, I hear it.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
I'm so ready for it.
When are they gonna let us through?
What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Just information. Has a sellsword passed through here?
I hear it, buddy.
Now you mention it. There was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Buggered off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Damn. If he's dead, it was her. He killed her. She killed him. That one. That one.
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for
Ne'er-do-well. Not a ne'er-do-well. Nice.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization.
Got anything
A
fun
sight so
planned this
common
weekend,
that man is
Hash?
oft blinded to its wonder.
Other than just having the weekend
Colossal
off?
vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this
Dreaming and
particular
Quiz
specimen?
Bowl is about it. What is a quiz
Though
ball?
we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
That sounds pretty fun, though. I haven't figured this out yet. I don't know how to freaking do this. Ow. Do I not have this thing called charge? You can upgrade Phoenix. Yeah, that makes sense. It is fun. Well, good. I'm gonna go play the new Disney card game on Saturday. And that's about what I've got going on. It's gonna be nice though, I think. Oh. I like that though. Phoenix. I think this one changed. It's called Lorcana. It's made by the guys who make it is created by the guys who make Villainous. That's what it's called. That's kind of cool. It's really neat. It's kind of like Magic or you know, a couple of those card games, stuff like that. It's pretty neat. Spend time with the girlfriend. That's about it. That's about what I got going on.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
This is neat.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
I wish this made you move faster, but it doesn't.
I think we've found our thieves.
Alrighty.
They don't look happy to see me.
Feels good, man. Long usernames. Oh my god. I'll admit, they get a little creative with those.
Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead and all the missing food. I launched myself at them full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them? And earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot of sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, that's interesting. Right. Who knew? Goblin's good. Whee!
Nordic. All right then. Who's first? You're finished.
Damn. Damn, that was rude. That was so rude.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward! History awaits!
Me too, Clive.
Let's go. Yeah.
It's over here, apparently. Alrighty.
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time. Nice try. Still in one piece?
It would seem so. Once more, I am in your debt. And once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
Alright, I like a little extra. I like a little extra. Extra. Read all about it. Okay. Now we go turn in over here.
Joseph's fine. We'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. You found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
Okay, that's all the quests here. We need to defeat the Bomb King, and he is in this place? That's right. Let's go here first, and we'll go to the cattery, and we'll go do that. We'll go do that bounty, then we'll bust out. We'll go do that bounty, and then we'll bust out the Bomb King, and then we'll go do the actual side quest.
Like this one.
Nope, I'm good. All good here.
All right. Enough of you, are there?
A leg eater? Is that what it's called?
No holding back.
Have I not actually gone this way?
You deserve a rest.
Grimalkin. That's interesting. Dirty handle.
Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine. And then there was one.
Ow. Got him! Yeah, that was pretty quick.
That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
Bark, bark. Okay. Oh, that was that. Go to Dalimil. There's a story quest here that we need to do. Oh, it might be time to get a new phone. For you? What are you gonna get? Why is it locked? Looking at the upcoming iPhone, but checking out the others before I pull the trigger. Do you like iPhones, or are you just planning on getting an iPhone because they're the thing? Because personally, I can't stand iPhones, but that's just me.
All my finest pieces.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
My shop.
You've only owned one, but it's worked well for you. Hey, that's, you know, that's what matters.
Fucking thieving bastard.
That's what matters. I'm just super used to my Samsung. Had it forever. Had it forever. Love Samsung. I can't say I love Samsung. That's probably not correct. I do like my Android phones. My Google Pixel was the best phone I ever had. And I'm really sad because the screen broke on it and I couldn't use it anymore, but yeah. Stuff happens. Killed so many Android phones. Yeah. It happens. Yeah, the quest destination is nearby. That's true. But I can't get in the fucking... I can't get in there. This iPhone lasted 5 years. Honestly, if I took better care of my phones, they probably would last.
Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by
I
magic.
did. I got the folding one.
Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem.
It's good.
And at
Good
this
phone.
rate,
No issues.
It won't be the actions of the
No problems.
bandits
Great
which prove
battery.
to be our undoing. It will be our own.
But
Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has.
I wouldn't buy the folding Pixel. I looked at it and I don't think it's good. I wouldn't do that yet. If you buy a folding phone, get one of the Samsungs. They've got it. They kind of got it figured out. The Google, I wouldn't do that. I'm just letting you know. The regular Google Pixels, probably fantastic, but
Limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
just across the courtyard.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies.
Lay down, baby.
But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
For all our sakes. Good. Whew. I just want this Ricola. Thank you. Oh.
Haven't we had enough fighting?
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. One of our wealthier patrons has purchased the use of every room, hoping to keep out the riffraff, as he puts it.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
And I'd suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalimil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
And best of luck. Okay. So we're on the road to getting some stuffs. You know what I didn't do? I didn't check to see what this was. Oh, it was Gigaflare. Oh my god. All right. We need to go here. But before we do that, we're going to run back to the hideaway.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
View hunt board. Alright. Coal Stingers. Location. Empty hovel. The Croc. The Croc. The Mary. Or Vimare. Vimare. Quiet Sands. Okay. Sanbreque is the first thing we see here. Sanbrequius legend tells of a dread dragon who is set near half the realm alight with his torrid breath before being sealed away behind a magical mist by Grigor himself, some sources claim. Though it has been long forgotten which parts of the tale are true and which are myth. Recent reports of a great dragon's roar reverberating around the woodland passes of the Empire are real enough. Woodlands. Sanbreque Woodlands. Okay. We'll worry about that one later. So, we have 2 more in Dhalmekia. So let's worry about those. Oop, my bad, wrong button. The Empty Hovel. I don't actually know where that is, but we'll find it. must have missed it. The other one. The main. Bed, that's where... Huh. Okay, so here's one of them. Oh, there's the empty hovel right there. Okay, so these two are really close to each other. Oh, that makes me kind of sad. I was kind of near them.
Good girl.
I was kind of near them earlier. I wonder what other kind of bounties there are. Excuse me. We need to go here, then over there. Damn, Jill, you in a hurry?
That'll do, girl.
The 10 of clubs. Well, that doesn't look like a club, it looks like an axe.
Not the gods' forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing. So empty your pockets. Let's have some fun!
Fuck. That's better.
Alrighty then. Whew. Iris.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew. Not here.
Okay. How about here?
Let's go.
No, I'm not fighting him off. Leave me alone. I think this next bit is like the buzzard bees or whatever. Like a wasp nest or some shit.
Thanks, Gal.
Hole stingers. Yep.
They don't look happy.
Got it. Alright. So we got to a Dalamil. We need to go do this quest here. And this is the closest place to get to it. Up on our birdie.
Let's go.
Yeah. Whee! Big ol' burb. That's a big ol' burb. to like go up there where all the dust is, but I don't. That is a tornado. That is a dust tornado. Is that Aether Flood? That's Aether Flood. Interesting.
Company.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Righty. Did we level up? We did! 38!
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
Uh-huh. Yeah, how are we gonna do that, man?
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Radim here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak. Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired. Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient.
Yes?
Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Okay. Getting closer to putting these silly little side quests down. Let's go talk to. Let's get that off the map. Go talk to Ludor for a second.
So, what I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Okay, well, that shit's gonna wait. We got other busy things to do. Let's go to Martha's Rest. Actually, let's check some of these other places. Let's check Sanbreque. Go here. And Sanbreque has the Croc. I need to go to the Croc. places I haven't been in Sandbreck. That's interesting. Huh. The croc is, but we're gonna go here first. I gotta go get this bomb killed. Maybe I can go in here now.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Can I even go this way? Oh, the gate's open now. Okay. My guess this is where that awful, the other S-class monster is going to be. Ooh, what's that?
You deserve a rest.
Ring of the Marksman. Yep. Here's our legendary dragon. The Raw. S-class. Alright. This is gonna suck. Let's go.
Found that. This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Level 50. Oh boy. Oh my god. That is a big boy. That's what I'm saying.
Nice try. Guess we're all ready.
Not that woman! Not Barbara! Ow. First try. Oh my god. Jesus. Difficult and complex. Good going. Thank you, Hasty. Welcome into the stream. That was exciting to walk in on. I agree. Oh, man.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
You know what's funny is, like... better that than when my mom walked in on me when I was a teen. Hey! Hey! It's happened to most of us. I mean... Probably, right? Probably. Welcome in, Hasty. How are you doing today? I'm glad you got to enjoy some intense battle. Oh my god, that was rough. I was on my last potion there. It was pretty intense. Doing well. Good to hear. Good to hear. We're like 70 some odd % of the way through the game. I don't know if you've already played it or ooh, a hydrate. Yo, I don't have any water.
Good God.
Let me let me go grab a water real quick. I'll throw on some clips. I'll be right back. That's a clip. That one right there, that specific one, is definitely a clip that I'm not happy that I have. I have my water right here, hydrating. What is it, Pupper? What is it, Pupper? No. Big stretches. Oh, pretty girl. What? What? Need a drink. I agree. You gotta go potty? Okay. No. Go on. Oh! I agree. I agree. I did need some water after that. Currently, that's probably the biggest fight we have. We only have 2 more left. One of them is for a quest, and the other one is in Rosaria. So we need to find the Croc. I don't know where that is, but I assume it's over here maybe, because I didn't see it anywhere else on the map.
Faster!
So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna check. Hasty, have you seen anything on this game yet, or is this your first time kind of viewing? Because I'm pretty far in. Just letting you know. Lots of spoilers from this point on. First time seeing this game. Okay, cool. Are you just trying to see what it's like before you buy, or are you just hanging out, or? I'm already a follower from another streamer that raids you every now and again. Oh, okay.
That'll do, girl.
Just hanging out. I got you. Ace. Oh, okay. Ace! Ace the boy! Yeah, he keeps coming in while I'm streaming this, and he's like, I love you, but I'm not watching you play this. And I'm like, that's fair, man. Where am I? Oh, what's over here? The Croc! Hey, that place I need to go. Nice. Back in a bit. Alright, Hash, be safe on the way home, friend. God, my nose is all stuffy. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I agree. Ace is awesome. He's such a good dude. Alright, get back on our Chocobo. And...
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
We'll head over here. Oh, we gotta fight a Bomb King. So... we gotta fight a Bomb King, and then there's only like one other... currently, because you know it's a Final Fantasy game. You know, after you beat the game, there's like... you unlock 3 or 4 more special bounties and crap. But currently, we have this guy here. And then we have something over in Rosaria. And those are the only 2 bounties we have left. B-class, this ain't gonna be nothing.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Get out of that. We don't like it when they clone. He's self-destructive. Oh man, this is pretty. Not really into playing the Final Fantasy series, like the past 6. They did a pretty good job of mixing the old turn-based with the action. I think this game is phenomenal. I think Final Fantasy VII really brought a new feel to the series. The remake for Final Fantasy VII. It brought a lot to the franchise just by the way that the gameplay feels. And honestly, you know, a lot of people give crap to 15. 15 was bad. It was not a great game. There is so much happening right there. Oh my god. Y'all can just leave me the hell alone. Ooh, get out of that. That was bad. But yes, this game is beautiful. I have to admit, hands down, this is 100% my new favorite Final Fantasy. It does not get better than this game. It is a blast to play. It is super fun to play. The story, hands down, has been the best Final Fantasy story they've made in a long time. It doesn't feel like it's just over the top and out there. The story's great. It's about two brothers and slavery, actually. And it's been super good. It doesn't feel like it's too long, too short. There's plenty of little side things to do, bounties, people to talk to, things to do, quests, all that stuff. You got your upgrading system and all kinds of stuff. Honestly, it is super good. Might play it, but it's on PS5, right? Would you believe me? I don't know. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I own one is because I had a laptop that I no longer used and I traded it for a PS5. The only reason I have one. That's it. It is only on PS5. I will say that if or when you get one, the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, also extremely good.
That should do it.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart like revitalized my love for the franchise. I sat down and played the OG Ratchet and Clank. I just finished it on stream, I think Monday. So he didn't have to. He let all of his little minions explode. That was a really cool fight, though. Yeah, the Ratchet and Clank is good. Okay, so that's that. We only have one more, and that's in Rosaria. So we have all of the quests done here? Question mark? Weird Science, deliver the bomb ash, deliver slay elder antelopes and Cressida. So we need to do that. We need to go to Rosaria. Reach. What's the side quest? I don't see a side quest here. Do you see a side quest? Can you say side quest in Spanish? I can't. I don't see shit. Okay, so here is our Cressida. We're gonna go do this real quick. Then we'll go turn in all our side quests. And then we'll get back to doing main story stuff, since it's not 8 o'clock yet. I'm actually kind of putting my foot to the floor. We're scooching along on these side quests, so that's pretty good. Get them all knocked out real quick. Ooh, while we're here, let's try and figure out where this other thing is. The quicksands. Break waste. Reeds. There's no, like, hidden area that I haven't found, right? Gilded Abbey. Bridge. Quicksand. Over here. Alright. That's our last bounty. We might as well knock that out while we're at it. See if we get an achievement. If we get an achievement, then we know we've probably done all of the bounties, and there's not any more. If we don't get an achievement, there's probably more.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
Run like the wind. Excuse me, coming through. Weird.
It's certainly quiet. If I were giant antelope.
I don't know if I'd say that it is really quiet. It's not really quiet. You lied to me, Clive. Clive hardcore lied to me.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Yeah. I missed. I love that. Okay. That's that side quest done. Enemies slain.
Now. Will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
Yes. That reminds me.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
All right. Okay. Excuse me. How food? Okay.
Ready, go?
Off we go. Looks like there's more Aether. Like Aether.
All right.
What is fighting me now? Chocobo? And y'all silly.
You deserve a rest.
All right. Feast him in. All right then. The Mageth brothers. Alright, last bounty on the bounty board, and I have no healing potions. Okay.
Dark and shorts again.
Wow! Don't get hit by that. Wow. Done. All right. Done with all the bounties.
No more vengeance. No more war.
All right. Let's go turn in a bunch of crap. That's what I think. I think we go turn in a bunch of stuff. Because that's what makes sense. We go back. Was sitting here wondering why everyone is named Notorious Mark. Ah.
Did you see that?
Well. You did get it? Okay. They, well, you see what happened is they were notorious, and then they were marked. And then their names became that. That's all there is to it.
All this fuss over a few dark clouds. All right there, Sid?
Okay.
How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
Righty.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running.
And I just stood around like an idiot watching.
The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
Mo. It'll only be a mo.
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told
That sounds
you.
really weird when you're talking about a man's sack.
I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
That just sounds weird. Alright. Inventory increased. Nice. I guess my question is 4 potions to 6, high potions to 4. Alright.
All this fuss over a few dark.
Okay. Sorry for all the yawning.
We're all gonna die. You hear me?
I've been awake for a while.
I heard the Emperor was in pain.
Alright, we're gonna go turn into Karen first.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
Something like that.
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? Well, teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
I brought more than one.
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Seems the headlines.
There's a storm coming soon.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one Icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the Icons hitherto near at hand, or
should I say, at Paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
All right. Go talk to Blackthorn. We're getting closer. Oh, okay, that's what that last quest is.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully he'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that. A whetstone? Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. But good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the Cursebreakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the Cursebreakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the Cursebreakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
Right. I've got the materials.
I will.
I killed me a big old fat dragon. And he gave me some orichalcum, but I don't know how I'm supposed to get Excalibur recipe unlocked. Okay. Guess they can't call it the Ultima Sword in this game because that's the name of the bad guy.
Trouble with your gear, or something for you, dear?
I have enough to make it.
Should last you a good while.
Oh, should it? whatever I have now is better, which is
Anything
weird.
else?
We're gonna go to the stone. Arcade mode. Appearance. Let's check our gear real quick. I mean, it's only two different. But Diamond Sword can go. I don't. Maybe I was supposed to be able to unlock Excalibur before I defeated. I need new badges of metal. That's what I need. Like a +2. Alright, I guess we're on to story stuff because I can't do the other quests without doing these first. We'll do Martha's Rest last, and we'll do Sanbreque second. Okay.
Picture it, Conrad. Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something.
Here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor
sure says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything.
It's herbs, but
if our humble
fine.
town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was
High
nothing
marks
if
for
not
using bellicose
workmanlike.
and then failing
Saw right
at
through it.
herbs.
I didn't say it was good.
That's right.
Merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly.
The
Meet me
Red
back at the
Wings.
Briar's
Yeah,
Kiss,
we
and
won't talk about
we
Red
shall
Wings.
see what we face.
Oh.
I'm not convinced.
I didn't even
our
catch
role
that.
is
You
really
totally
so
caught
entirely
that. That is so
necessary.
funny.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
It appears I have no choice but to do what little I can to defend what little we have.
Come on, girlfriend, let's go.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Middle-aged and have heard close to everything. True. That's fair.
I'm ruined.
I don't know about middle-aged. I'm like. I'm like 33%. You know what I mean?
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before
And I
lunch.
play Kingdom of Loathing, which is a treasure
take it your
trove of
scouts
pop
found the
culture
bandits.
references. Interesting.
Technically,
I've
it would be the
never heard of that.
bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn
You count your
town.
blessings. Hey, that's fair. That is fair.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is
Oh.
all the faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
We got this. We're gonna go kick some bandit ass. Let's go, Jill. Let's go murder some bandits.
The wooden folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
I need one of you to like try and hit me. Thank you.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Do they? That was kind of a waste, but it's fine. If you think that the game itself is really pretty, you should wait till the icon battles, because those are kind of what make the game. They're freaking awesome. You said you haven't played like the last 6, but it sounds like you played 10.
Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
My poor nose. Oh.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
All right. That's one down. Hit Sandbreak first. Sorry, Northreach. In Sandbreak.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side.
I saw it with my own eyes.
We get to go talk to the hookers.
I can't do it.
My lord. My lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashyyyk, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. much of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Right. Whew.
We could leave.
Where we
The
go?
2 soldiers were carrying.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered. Or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
Alcohol?
Have a word with him.
Okay.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors. You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family.
That thing, it took off the captain's head. Before we could even draw his steel.
I'm not going back out there. You hear me? Fuck this!
Okay.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Right. Heading for more.
I assume you have a plan?
It was all they could do to escape.
Alright, pre-bird, let's go.
Yeah!
Oh, there's a lot of Aether Flood here. Fields. doesn't affect us, but...
Clive, look.
I
Oh,
see them.
They sure
With
did.
me.
They sure did just show up out of nowheres. I forgot to change my damn...
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
Didn't miss that time, buddy.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
The luxury of being over-leveled from side quests cannot be overstated, probably. That, and playing the game on story, and
You
not
have the town's
the
thanks.
normal,
Don't take
difficulty.
us yet. There will be more. Many more.
I really just wanted to enjoy the game,
Need to be ready for them.
so I'm playing it on,
shall.
like, the
Isn't that
story-oriented version,
Yes.
so it's a little easier.
The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts, for now at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives.
Yeah,
I'll
I have
admit.
to admit, some of these
Whatever it takes,
games, some of these battles
Now
are
me,
like awful,
I never needed
and
convincing.
uh,
Became a soldier to
yeah,
protect
it's
the
on
people I
story,
love.
so
And the people I love.
I would probably have had to have
Everyone standing
grinded
before me.
a lot more throughout the game if I wanted
Handsome
a
and
chance.
chivalrous.
But I have to admit, like, doing
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post.
I won't lie, doing the battles is not worth it for XP. Like, it's awful.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Great. I also have a thing that I actually came here for, which was to give you a... Ooh, did I hit level 50? Fuck yeah. I hit level 40, that's what I meant. I doubt that I'll make it to level 50 before the end of the game, but we'll see. Which I think is the max level. I think 50 is the max.
Philippe will make a good captain. He reminds me a little of you, Clive, but without all the mocks and mows.
I have a quest for you, but it's locked. I can't do it right now. Okay. Off to Martha's Rest. If anything has leveled me a little further than I should be, it would be the bounties. I did kill a level 50 dragon at level 38, so that probably.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Alrighty. Of course we're gonna prioritize the quest.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
Whee!
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
So if there's a Kashik, then there's probably ruin soldiers too.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Let there be light!
I did it again. I started another fight without changing my moves for Bahamut's section. Really need to fix that. Nice. Oh, okay, cool.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Waidmen? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
Now we get to go find Sir Wade.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Yeah, alrighty then. Off we go. The lift is this way.
My brothers.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Oh god, no. Not a turtle.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
I'm not prepared for a turtle. I'll be 100%. Wow. You staggered. Let's go. I don't care about the new enemies, I care about the turtle. Told you, care about the turtle. That's it.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job?
Always.
All right.
Jill and I will make for East Pool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Alrighty. So before I forget again, okay. Goodness. We get to defend this town from all three directions. It's really good to go back and kind of see places I haven't been in a while.
Dogs.
Wondering what's happening at the hideaway though while I'm doing these three quests. My home. Not the goblins.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Damn, you can do that for a minute. That's kind of nice. Really no telling what the final thing is going to be. So I don't want to waste all of my good stuff before it pops up.
Something's coming.
Eyeball. I can handle an eyeball.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Oh my god. Yeah. I do damage. I'm still missing two. I'm still missing two.
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Still missing Sheva, and then I'm still missing Odin.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Alright, we need to talk to Martha now that this is over. And we need to talk to Guardian's Scarf. Displays in Clive's chambers. Okay.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rosfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did.
Ma'am.
I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Okay. Back to the hideaway. And then maybe we can turn in these other quests. Oh yeah! Welcome back, Hash. I'm glad you made it safe. Alright, the hideaway's good. That's good.
Did you see that?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. They should all have big red X's on them. That's right. Hell yeah. Alright. Talk to Otto.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos, and the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, and there's Dion.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
Sorry, inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
That doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Same, Joshua.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who is to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
I really hate seeing that icon. That one right there. And that one. And that one. Oh, a new dinner. All right, we'll grab them up.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
If we want to, but
Will there be fun?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
nope.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Great.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
We'll bust out these side quests and then we'll do the rest of the main quests later. I just want to get these done. I don't want to do any more side quests. I'm overdoing side quests. I don't want to do
the
it.
hideaway's lost its
But I also need to do them so I can make the best weapon in the game.
You put me in
probably.
this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much.
Hard balance
what
of
I want
quests,
from
yeah.
you is a little of your
It's a pain in
time,
the butt.
right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, Turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Yvonne said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Well, that's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one?
Because you couldn't run up that
Kindly old
staircase
fellow
right
who
there and
walks
ask
the
him your damn
shelves,
self.
maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Alrighty then.
Did you see the pen?
What quest is in my bedroom? There's no way. There's no way there's a quest in here. Alright, so where the hell is it? Oh, that's... Okay, never mind. This is the other quest. Goots!
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
Oh. There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Damn, I might have to call it sooner rather than later.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
That did happen.
We're all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered every single one of us!
Okay, we're in the middle of an ocean.
How do you suppose they'll manage that? You ever seen one of the blue bastards swim?
Never mind. That guy got me.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Michelle.
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Midadol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to
Damn,
move,
all three
and
of
how
these
it's
kids
supposed to
have
move. So,
branded scars.
let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Midadol's hares.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Midadol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Okay. So that's one thing done. maybe talk to Karen real quick.
Lady Karen, how's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are ya? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
She's gonna follow me out here and fucking yell at you, Goose.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose
it is.
Sanctfordian, dear. And?
Did you see the pair that got?
That's why you'll be going with me, huh, Clyde?
Is a storm coming soon? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the 3 of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, Do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
It's so hard to put the game down.
Horseman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Northreach,
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Alright, well, as much as I would like to continue playing, it is 8 o'clock and I need to be asleep in about 30 minutes. I need to make dinner and do a couple other things, so we're going to be calling it. We're going to see who else is live. So we're going to cut over to the other screen to chit chats. Let's see here. Spacey is live, Shavana is live, System Zake is live, and Durlac is live, MJ's live. Let's see here. Let's see if we can't find someone else playing Final Fantasy. You are most welcome, Hash. We are trying to. Oh man, this guy is 96%. This is a good part. Oh, this person's new. They only have 11 followers. This is great. All right. This person, Libby Luna, is early on in the game, so she will be a fantastic raid. She has 11 followers. We're giving a big old fat raid. Boop. Alright guys, I absolutely appreciate all of you guys coming out, watching the stream, hanging out with me for a little while, and just being here. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have a good time in Libby Luna's stream, and I will catch you all very soon.
Oh, I got a raid. Hello, thank you. Thank you for the raid. I'm currently a bit emotional because we're finishing the game, but thank you. You may hear some sobs, everyone who's joining. But, woo, purple raid, thank you. Don't watch, it's the end of the game. This is so cute. Thank you, bye.
Yo.
Yo.
I saw you watching.